Hey everybody, Royce here. I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful day. I just finished my meditation and I wanted to come on here and talk. I don't really know about what, but I feel like there is a lot of sadness in the world, and there has been for quite some time, and I just wanted to share a little bit of positivity if I can. The other day I was watching YouTube, as I have been for quite some time now. Since I've started my channel, I've really been on YouTube consuming videos from creators, and I ended up coming across one video of a gentleman who, it was his last message to the world before he climbed up a bridge and jumped off. And it really put into perspective, like, you never know what someone is going through. This man was so calm and collected in his video, and he was passing these busy streets down New York, speaking to the camera and saying his sorries and saying that he loved everyone. But he knew this was going to be his last moments before he made the decision to end his life. And I was just thinking, he's passing so many people, and they have no idea that this man is about to leave this world. And I was just thinking, how many people have I passed that were planning on ending their life? How many people have I passed that actually were on their way to end their life? And it's crazy, and it's so sad. I know we're all hurting, and I just wish if I did pass someone that was planning on ending their life, I wish, or I hope that maybe I gave them a smile before it was their end. I hope I wasn't rude to that person, and it just really made me want to think more about my actions to strangers, and I try and be as positive as I can, because you never know who you are interacting with and the problems that someone else is dealing with. And I have not always been a positive, like, I've been positive, but I've not always felt like the sun is always shining, and I know what it feels like to be going through a dark phase of life and to just be sad. I've had that. I really have. My early 20s, I was very, very sad. And the only way to get past that, it's taken years to try and see everything in a positive light. And that only came after I really looked into myself and really started to love myself and not depend on anyone else to be the light in my life. It had to be me. And since then, even in my darkest times, like, even if I were to come to a situation now where life seems like it's all doom and gloom, I have the light in myself where I can still shine it, and I can still be okay. I still get sad. I get sad sometimes, but I always remember that there is more to life. There is beauty in it. It takes practice, it takes patience, it takes time. I am a true believer that time heals all. And looking back now at my early 20s, I am so grateful for those dark moments, because without them, I wouldn't have this appreciation for the good. I wouldn't have really felt the necessity, the need to dig deep into myself sorry about this this construction outside. They've been doing it for months since we moved into this place. Every morning I wake up to drills, and we're moving soon, so I cannot wait to not have to hear this anymore. But again, like, this is just another thing that I have to deal with, but it's part of life. You just have to accept it and try and work around it, and that's the only way you're gonna get through this life, is to know that there are going to be struggles, there are going to be downfalls, you are going to be hurt, and you have to find a way to be strong. And my whole thing lately has been trying to get people to find the strength in themselves, because at the end of the day, you only really have yourself. And I love the people that I'm surrounded with. I love my family. I am so blessed to have the support system, the friends that I have. I am extremely blessed for them. But at the end of the day, it's you. You sitting there, you watching this. It's just you and you. So fall in love with the person that you're with. This is your home. So make the best out of it. We had a full moon today. It's the 5th now, so the full moon was yesterday, early this morning. The planets had aligned, and I feel like that is... I'm not that big on astronomy. Like, I know the planets they give off energies, and I know that had a huge thing to do with the shift in the world, but I'm not really knowledgeable about what this planet means and what sort of energy this brings out, but I am quite in tune, I'd like to say, with the energies of myself, and when I feel a certain way, I can recognize the shifts. But yeah, we have to start loving ourselves, and the only way we can love others is if we truly love ourselves. And we're going through some very confusing times right now, some very challenging times right now. But the only way a flower grows is if they're planted in dirt. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that we're going through these issues. There is no good. There is no bad. It just is. And that's also why I chose the name for my YouTube as Simply Royce, because it is not one thing or the other. It just is. And I just am who I am. I am still finding myself. I know a lot of people are still finding themselves, and a lot of times they're sad because they're in this confusing state and they feel like they're supposed to have their lives together. They feel like everything is supposed to be normal and perfect, but look, it's not normal, it's not perfect. Look at the times that we're in. It's okay to not feel normal. It's okay to not have your shit together, because shit is falling apart. And it's okay. I think we're too hard on ourselves, and we strive for perfection, which is a beautiful thing. But life is not perfect, and we need to be okay with the dark as well as with the light. We have to be okay when things are not going the way we want. I've given up expectations a long time ago, and since then I have life has been easier. Things coming my way have not been easier, but the way I maneuver myself around those situations have become easier because I don't expect anything from anyone. And if you can take anything away from this, it's that don't expect anything from anyone, and you will be that much happier. Love yourself, guys. All parts of yourself. Love yourself when you're sad. Love yourself when you're happy. Accept that both of those are normal, and you should be happy and you should be sad, so that it's all about balance. You cannot appreciate the good if you've never felt bad. You don't know what good is if you've never experienced bad. You don't know what bad is if you've only been good, and if everything has always been good in your life, then how do you grow? So accept everything for what it is. Learn a lesson from it. Things aren't always going to be perfect, as they shouldn't. A few years ago I traveled to Peru because I am all for seeing things in different perspectives. So I went to Peru by myself and I tried ayahuasca. It was a 7-day retreat, and it's like a medicine, and I'll go more into detail in another video, but one of the messages that I received from the medicine was that there is no evil. There's only fear. And there's so much truth to that. Because again, back to when I was saying there is no good, there is no bad, it just is. People we see as evil and dark, we don't know what they are going through, the demons that they are facing. So who are we to say that they are bad? We're just scared of what they can do to us. But if we have ourselves, if we are strong enough in our truth, in who we are, then we shouldn't be afraid of what they put out there, because we've got ourselves. So there really is nothing to be afraid of. Love yourself. Love your neighbor. Try and smile more, because someone is dealing with something way more than you are. And that's not to say that what you're going through isn't huge. It's just to say that you will be okay. And it's okay not to feel okay. Like I said, the only way I got to such a positive place in my life is because I have gone through a long period of time of not feeling okay. Not being happy with who I am. Not feeling like I'm loved by the people in my life. Doing things that I wouldn't say I regret, because again, you learn from lessons, but doing things that I found home in darkness, I guess I would say. I found a home in the dark, and I made my own light. So find your light, guys. Make your own light, be your own light, so that you can share it with others. If you are not feeling okay, please reach out to me, because I will do the best that I can to try and be a listening ear. If that's the least that I can do, if I can do more, then I would love to do more. Self-love. Love yourself. Know that you are worth so much. You are so beautiful. You have a purpose in this life, and even if you haven't found it yet, we have more than one purpose. I truly believe that. And you never know. That smile that you gave to someone yesterday could have been one of your purposes, because that person probably needed that smile. You opening the door for someone probably gave them hope that, okay, all humanity is not bad just by doing that small thing. I think the smallest things can make the biggest impact. We don't always have to go above and beyond, but I am the type, I am an extremist, so I like to do things above and beyond, over the top. But sometimes we just have to get back to the simple things. So yeah, love yourself. I love you. Peace and love.